Yes. Uncle Pooh. Yes. That's what it's called. And yes, that's what it's about. So yes, this week we are playing Uncle Pooh in the RetroTech 100 20p challenge. Now, if you've ever wanted to be an elderly man crapping himself in a video game, this is the dream game for you. I know, at some point we're all going to be this man, except we probably won't be in a cave crapping at teddy bears. Actually, they look a bit like Care Bears. Think about that. They were sort of getting popular in the mid-80s. This game came out in the mid-80s. And, you know, there's this old fella pooing on Care Bears. It's disgraceful when you think about it, isn't it? This could, if a child had played this, let's say a little boy or something, he went into his girlfriend, crikey, I hope not, his sister's room, and he found the Care Bear there. He would have just defecated all over it, wiped his bum with the Care Bear, and that little heart on its bum would mean nothing. There would be no love left for that bear. Anyway, yes, sorry, RetroTech 120p challenge. What a thing it is. Basically, there's a load of old fellas get together and play games. We're an open church. We want more people to join in. We want more people to play. We want some people to win. We want people to lose. It would be lovely if you could join us. So come on to the Facebook group and go to the RetroTech 100 page. Then what you do is you sign up, or just ask for an invite or whatever, you know. And then find the top entry there. And then what you do is you boot up the ROM of Uncle Pooh on your favoured MAME device. You can have as many practice goes as you want, and then once you press record, that is your go. And there's going to be some very long goes this week, I think, because it's a very generous game. It's as long as you're reasonably skilled, you should be able to get quite far in it, or at least play for ages, because it's a game that it demands you do several things, like not walking into moles like that. But yes, basically once you've done your run as well, you can you upload it onto the Facebook group. It'll be right near the top, that one, the entry for the 20p challenges for that week. And well, who knows, you might win, and if you don't, you still get to select a game for the following week. You go into the wheel, and the winner of that wheel gets their game selected. Although in the upcoming weeks, I think on the week of Halloween, I think we're going to be playing Splatterhouse is the early indication. So you might not get to choose that week, but we'll hold it for the following week. This person who wins Splatterhouse won't get to choose, or the person that, or anyone that plays Splatterhouse won't get to choose. I guess that's how it's going to work. Man, I'm rushing through and mumbling a lot today, but I'm not going to re-record because this is going to last 20 minutes. So yeah, anyway, Uncle Pooh came out in December 1983 for all fans of pooing on animals everywhere. It was by Dietic. It sounds like diabetic, but it isn't. And I don't believe Uncle Pooh was translated or converted onto any home formats. Boy, we missed out, didn't we? Actually, it's not too bad a game. It's fine. It's sort of a poo-em-up, and you can't beat a poo-em-up. There's only 2 buttons because it's an old game. For your old boy here, there's a bald fellow with a big beard looking like David the Gnome, which is you've got your poo button, and then you got your roller skates button, because roller skates make you speed up. I don't actually discover that till a bit later on in the game, even though I've played it before because it featured in my MAME Oddities 4 video. Yes, I've played this game before. And it's rather good. So the aim of the game is basically you have to go through this cave system that's being flooded while you're being attacked by animals, and the aim is you have to get as many diamonds as you can. I think the diamonds are important because I think although there's cash bags, the cash bags will clear the debris that's in your way that you have to poo out the way otherwise. But the cash bags will clear those, but the diamonds actually advance you in the game. So if you want to get to round 2, 3, etc., collect the diamonds. They're a bit harder to get than the cash bags. So a good idea and a good tip here is if you pick up the cash bags, then you will clear the debris and make the diamonds, such as that one there, a bit easier to get. Because otherwise you're going to be defecating like Billio trying to free it. So yes, that's very good, isn't it? So yeah, not a lot really to talk about today because, as I say, it wasn't converted to anything. I don't think we're going to see a PlayStation 5 remaster of Uncle Pooh because it's probably not come out in the last week like all their other remasters. But there's always room for sex facts to do with Pooh, isn't there? And yes, I have ruined my internet search history once again for your benefit. Christ knows what kind of adverts I'm going to get now. But we are covering this week coprophillia. Yes, coprophillia. Now, coprophillia, if you didn't know, is people who use bum chocolate in the pursuit of sexual satisfazione and happiness. Yeah, there are people that do that. Maybe you're one of them. I am not one of them. Christians probably think so because he and a few of the other people that play the Retro Tech 120p challenge, I think they decided to do this because they wanted me to play it, which I already had, probably for these facts. But yes, so there's other words, but no, I'm not into coprophillia. There's other terms used for coprophillia, such as scatophilia and just plain scat. So yeah, if you're into poo play with your willy play, then that's there's the word for it. So treat yourself, kids. Yeah, so I would say I wouldn't encourage it because coprophillia, because it's disgusting and you're sort of exposing yourself to people's poo. Probably don't do it unless you're particularly brave. But you could get all kinds of stuff from it. You could get hepatitis A, you could get HIV, you could get a bacterial infection, you could get all sorts. It's not worth doing, is it? Historically, the Greeks were doing it all the way back in the ancient Greek times. It's either going to be them or the Romans. They're all perverts, and they apparently the reason they did it is they blame their blooming gods. Dionysus apparently encouraged such behaviour, and there are illustrations, Greek illustrations, that prove that people used the special excrement fun to their advantage back in when those things were okay. I mean, people still do it today, obviously. There are numerous ways you can indulge. There's a thing called space docking. Now, if you don't know what space docking is, basically a partner will poo into a condom and then put that condom in the freezer. Use your imagination about what then happens to that frozen poo. I'm not going to put it on the screen. Then there's the Cleveland Steamer. Now, the Cleveland Steamer, as people who've listened to Tenacious D, is that? No, it's not Game Over yet. There's basically it's when you poo on someone's chest. I don't know what they get out of it. I swear to God, I'm struggling with this week. But there is a safer way of doing it. There's the glass bottom boat. Now, the glass bottom boat is basically the equivalent of you doing coprophillia, but using protection, because what they do is you get some cling film and you wrap, say, someone's face or someone's chest or someone's private area with this cling film, and then you can poo to your heart's content, and they feel like they've been pooed on, but they haven't. How other people live their lives, eh? So yeah, there's that, and I think I'd be remiss not to mention at this point, and we have got plenty of time, so it's all good, 2 Girls 1 Cup. Now, you remember 2 Girls 1 Cup, and if you don't, please by all means look it up, but don't blame me. Two Girls, One Cup was a big internet meme in the late 2000s. It was during that period where kind of, internet memes were in their infancy and all generally quite disgusting. See also Blue Waffle. Don't see it. And Lemon Pie. Don't see that either. But it was... it's a famous video. There was a lot of YouTube video reaction videos to it. Presumably they didn't show the actual footage itself. That would be unwise. Certain ban from YouTube as we get game over for our first credit. So yeah, Two Girls, One Cup was actually not called that at all. It was actually a 2007 Brazilian movie called Hungry Bitches. Now, what you're hearing in the background is Lover's Theme, which was the music used. I think it's Herv Roy who wrote it, and that was the music used. And it's this lovely little sort of instrumental ballad that sounds like it might have been used in, like, I don't know, Tales of the Unexpected or something. But it did not suit the on-screen action at all. And yet, I think that added to the majesty of Two Girls, One Cup as a meme. So can you guess what Two Girls, One Cup is about, given the fact we're talking about coprophillia? Yes, it is that. A lot of people have theorised that what was being consumed and then vomited up wasn't the stuff from the bum, but was actually chocolate ice cream. And indeed, pornographer Marco Antonio Firotti, who was the Brazilian who directed the movie, tried to argue this in court, that it was chocolate ice cream, but the court weren't buying it. The reason he was taken to court was under obscenity laws in the US, because he lived in Florida. And the legal system was like, okay, right, you could do whatever you want in the bedroom. There's all sorts of pornography out there, but please don't do that. But yeah, and there were numerous other videos that tried to top it. I remember seeing one, and I didn't go looking for it. Someone showed me it, I swear to God, of someone sort of sitting upside down in the bath and then sort of aiming their poo at themselves. I mean, somehow that's less gross, isn't it? But I don't know. I think it's it was the dexterity and the effort that this person went to crap in their own mouth that somehow made it even worse. Yeah. So can I end genital facts now? I think I will. We're coming to the end of the video soon. So yes, that's great. What have we got coming up this week? Well, for the next 2 weeks, and I've finished both videos already, we've got the culmination. Oh, there's a little mini game here. As the culmination of the Moonwalker series that I've been doing. So talking about Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, there were 3 games based on the one rather mediocre extended music video, and they are the last 2 parts that are coming out in the next 2 weeks. The first one has already come out. I'm going to be doing filming for the Halloween special very soon as well. I've already come up with an idea, and yes, it does involve the pug again. So fans of the pug will be seeing him for Halloween, as he has been for the last 2 years. So there's something to get moderately excited about on the channel, I guess. Thanks to everyone that's watched the Dempsey and Makepeace video. Don't you reckon the worm in this looks like something out of the Magic Roundabout or something like that? Or was it Sesame Street, a cartoon in that? I can't remember, but there's the worm in the hat there looks like a character. If you know what that is, that worm, and the character I'm thinking of is a 70s thing for sure, please let me know, because I want to know what I'm pointing my shitter at, as well as Care Bears and moles. But yeah, the whole concept of this, and I do mention this in the Mame Oddities 4 video that I've already previously mentioned, is bizarre. Is because it's just a man walking through a cave system while it's flooding, taking gems, and it's the sort of thing you only got in either British games of the 80s or just weird Japanese arcade games. The concept involved. It's a wonderful thing. But yeah, I'm going to mention it again. But yeah, please do join the RetroTech 100's 20p challenge. There's no better time to join than when we're hurling poo at animals. So please do come along and join in. And maybe select a game that isn't so fecally obsessed. And maybe I will do a fact that involves some sort of genital or something weirdly sexual about the game of your choice. But that is me dead now. I have died, and I am expecting some very big runs, as I said. Big runs, pun intended. So I'll look forward to seeing some of these and maybe set aside several hours to watch them all this week. But that's it from me. So until next time, thanks for listening to me talk about shite, and Kay, thanks, bye.